Glad to be with you. I'm Tim Pham. Well, we are waking up to the aftermath of an intense storm that passed through the inland Northwest last night. The initial storm hit just after 6 p.m. and it created some serious standing water along parts of I-90 between downtown Spokane and Spokane Valley. So at last check, the DOT camera shows some of that water has cleared out, which is good news, of course, but WashDOT still reminding drivers to be careful. Okay, let's take a live look now at the roads from the mobile storm tracker this morning. You can see right now things are a-okay. Still some wet roads, but nothing severe. If there is any flooding, let us know where it's at. You can text us at 509-448-2000 and just, of course, be careful as you head out this morning. Well, people definitely caught some of that storm pictures and videos. You can see all that rain and even some lightning and thunder pictures that you see there, as well as a lot of wet conditions. So again, you can text in your photos or let us know where damage is, 509-448-2000. All right, let's head on over to Cody Proctor now in the Weather Center to talk about your forecast as we kick off a brand new week. Cody, please tell me that we are in for a change as we kick off this brand new week.
I can tell you from what we're seeing according to our weather models, we are looking at a change. It might take us some time. Sorry to break your heart, Tim, there. But this is what we did see over the last 12 hours across our region. We're going to watch our radar kind of loop back through, but we picked up some pretty heavy rainfall yesterday as well as lightning that just moved through our region. Now, right now, as we get started for your Monday morning, we're still picking up some scattered showers, mostly in parts of northern Idaho around Bonners Ferry, moving into western Montana. We picked up a lot of that moisture thanks to this low pressure system. That just kind of scooped up moisture into the northwest and brought that heavy rainfall for us. However, as we head into the next few days, we are looking at some drier conditions. We might have to get past today first, though. Beautiful start in downtown Spokane right now. A little bit of sunshine right there. Dramatic start for the day. Temperatures are at 49 degrees right now at the Spokane airport. Winds coming out of the south to southwest at 15 miles per hour right now. And around the region, we're seeing some sunshine in Wenatchee and Moses Lake. Wenatchee, by the way, you're at 49 degrees. Same for Spokane. Coeur d'Alene currently at 51 right now. Sandpoint's at 52. Next 12 hours, looking at partly cloudy skies for much of the day. So at least when it comes to Spokane, we're not expecting much when it comes to showers. We're actually looking at that more in northern Idaho. But for the next few days, take a look at those temperatures. Tuesday and Wednesday could put us up into the low 70s with drier conditions.
This heavy rain over the weekend caused problems for many people in Okanagan. Severe flash flooding caused powerful mudslides, sending water, trees, and rocks slamming into at least 3 homes. Take a look at this video here. A family was able to get out in time, thankfully, from one of the homes. The other house was vacant. The mudslide did trap one elderly couple in their home.
That water came down right against the house and it flared out like this, and it pushed the one building over and hit the roof of the main house, and big trees are pushed against the house.
Well, a neighbor helped rescue the couple. This is the same area burned by the Walker Creek fire from last summer. Now, after 2 natural disasters, some homeowners in the area are worried about future severe weather.
We're all suspecting that there'd probably be some major flooding here because of the fires we had last year. So with all the erosion and stuff, there's nothing to hold back the rain now. And I think we're going to get around 2.
The Okanagan County Emergency Management Director says the area will take some time to recover. Well, happening today, Spokane City Council will consider overriding Mayor Nadine Woodward's veto of the city's water conservation ordinance. This morning, KREM 2's Malia Kamal joining us now with more on how we got here and what the council hopes to do. Hi there, Malia. What's going on here?
Good morning, Tim. Now, last week, Mayor Woodward issued a veto for the city water conservation ordinance. Now, under this ordinance, Spokane residents would only be allowed to water their lawns 2 days a week if the Spokane River drops below 1,000 cubic feet per second. And between June and October, now residents would not be allowed to water between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. or water more than 4 days per week. Now, the ordinance originally passed City Council. Then last week, Mayor Woodward issued a veto.
It's not something that I do regularly. It's not something that I do lightly, but I don't want to create a culture of neighbors telling on neighbors.
Now, tonight, City Council will consider overriding the veto. Now, the override would need 5 votes to pass. Council President Breanne Beggs is confident the override will pass. Now, the council meeting starts at 6 p.m. tonight. We will have the very latest from the vote on KREM 2 News and KREM.com. In the studio, Malia Kamal, KREM 2 News.
Time now for your morning rush. More news in less time. Crime Stoppers is offering a cash reward for anyone with information related to the murder of a 16-year-old Meade High School student. Owar Apu was a sophomore when he was shot and killed at a birthday party in Spokane Valley last year. You can call the tip line at 800-22-TIPS or go to p3tips.com. Well, this morning, a little girl attacked by a cougar in Stevens County is out of the hospital and back home with her family. The cougar attacked 9-year-old Lily at a camp near Fruitland while she was playing in the woods with some other kids. Happening today, the Washington State Hospital Association will hold a COVID-19 briefing. The association says COVID-related hospitalizations are on an upswing. According to the State Department of Health's COVID dashboard, a month ago, Washington had 154 hospitalizations. As of this week, that number has risen to 500. Also happening today, the Washington National Guard will hold a full-scale disaster response exercise in Spokane. The training starts at 10 a.m. It will include search and rescue, decontamination, and medical training. The Idaho Supreme Court set dates to hear arguments over the state's newest anti-abortion law. The first hearing is scheduled for August. This comes after the U.S. Supreme Court is set to release its abortion ruling this month or in July. A leaked draft ruling for that suggests the High Court will overturn Roe v. Wade. And that's a look at your morning rush. Mass shootings in Philadelphia and Chattanooga, Tennessee are among at least 8 reported in cities across the country over the weekend. While the nation grapples with the recent series of shootings, lawmakers on Capitol Hill are trying to agree on gun legislation in hopes of preventing more attacks. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
This is the moment gunfire struck Philadelphia's busy nightlife area, killing 3 people and injuring close to a dozen others. Witnesses say several suspects fired into a large crowd just before midnight Saturday.
Everybody hit the ground. Everybody started running every which way.
Officers posted nearby engaged the gunman as they ran away from the scene.
The officer drew his weapon and fired several times in the direction of the unknown male, we believe striking him.
And in Chattanooga, Tennessee, at least 3 people were killed in a shooting near a nightclub. More than a dozen were injured by gunfire and 3 hit by vehicles trying to escape. After mass shootings at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, a supermarket in Buffalo, New York, and a medical center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, demands for change are growing. On Capitol Hill, Senate Democrats and Republicans say they are seeing progress in new gun legislation talks.
It feels to me like we are closer than we've been since I've been in the Senate.
There are more Republicans at the table talking about changing our gun laws and investing in mental health than at any time since Sandy Hook. Now, I've also been part of many failed negotiations in the past, so I am sober-minded about our chances.
Negotiators say measures such as expanded background checks and funding for mental health and school safety are on the table. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Meanwhile, families and victims of survivors of the mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde are set to testify before a House committee on Wednesday. They will address gun violence and the urgency for lawmakers to take action. One of the speakers will be an 11-year-old who survived the shooting at Robb Elementary School. She pretended to be dead when the shooter was in her classroom. The baby formula shortage could soon get better as the nation's largest plant is set to reopen.
And here's one thing you need to know about your weather forecast for today. We are keeping track still of another round of some showers for parts of us. We might also be seeing some chances for some thunderstorms in the forecast according to our convective outlook, but drier weather looking to move in later this week.
Time for your wake-up call. With the wild spring weather we've had, we want to see your photos. It seems like we got a little bit of everything over the last couple of days. So text us at the number 509-448-2000 or use the hashtag UpWithCrem on social media, and you may see your pictures here on the show. But first, here's a live look outside. We say good morning to you, Inland Northwest. Happy Monday to you. It's a new day. It's a new week. Let's start things off on the right note with some positivity. And thanks for making us a part of your morning.